All right, after 50 years of partying every
God,
day, you can now learn the true story behind the band KISS.
A new documentary premieres later on this month on A&E, and we are so honored to be joined by rock legend Gene Simmons. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Will you indulge me for a second? Because I want to sing one of my favorite songs. Beth, I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
I would stick to your day job. Stick to the day job.
You know, it's hard to even know where to start with you, because what a life you have lived. But even going back, and I wonder if this influences you, because certainly you gave everything to your career and you've experienced things people never will. But how did growing up in the early years in Israel and being the descendant of a Holocaust survivor really form you? Did it form you to what you do and the risks you take today?
Everything I am, anything I ever dreamed, my moral compass, my heart and soul has always been my mother. And it's too vague to say Holocaust, the German Nazis of World War II, and those, you can't put that word apart. You can't just say Nazis, you got to say German and Nazis, because that's accurate what happened. An entire nation went out of its mind, insane during World War II, and caused so much evil on the planet. And my mother was 14 years of age when she was in the concentration camps of Nazi Germany. But everything I am, I owe to my mother, who had a philosophy. She was Hungarian, and I was born in Israel, and legal immigrants. Every day above ground is a good day. And the only place to be with that gift of life is America. The American dream is alive and well, and I'm telling you that as proof of that, because I came here in America not speaking a word of English. I could speak Hungarian and Hebrew and other languages, and English was my third or fourth language. But even as a stranger, I was given access to all the possibilities that America could have. So you're not going to meet a more patriotic person than I am. I am far more patriotic than the most conservative person I know. Everybody talks politics, but I intrinsically love and respect and will forever be grateful to America and its people for allowing this little immigrant kid to reach the heights. And maybe that's what the story of KISStory is all about four knuckleheads off the streets of New York who couldn't have had less in common, scale the heights before cell phones, before MTV, before video, before anything. Within a year and a half of forming, we're headlining Anaheim Stadium in LA. And for 3 years in a row, 1977, 78, 79, we were the #1 band on earth, ahead of the Beatles and Led Zeppelin and all the rest of them. And we've done pretty well, you know, after that. And maybe the biggest part of all this is that we never lost sight that without the fans, we would be asking the next person in line, would you like some fries with that? Exactly. And that's okay too, by the way. But this gift, this larger-than-life behemoth of KISS, is we owe everything to the fans, which is why even today, when we go back out on tour and just shake the heavens, we're always going to remember that, which is why when we introduce ourselves live, we start with the most important word. You wanted the best, you got the best, the hottest band in the world. We come after that. We just work here.
Gene, we're going to go back in time. A couple of the band's names. You formed a band called Lynx, then changed it to Missing Links, to Long Island Sounds, to Bullfrog Beer, and then Wicked Lester. Where did the name KISS come up from?
I couldn't drive in my early 20s. I didn't start driving till I was 34. And because in New York, you just took cabs. And Paul was driving myself in his beat up Mustang or something. Myself and someone, I think it may have been Peter or maybe Ace in the back of the car. And we're trying to think of a name. And I said, why don't we call the band, you know, the word F, which you can't say on stage. And the first album could be called It, like F It. Second record could be called You, F-U. And the third record could be called Us, F Us, just all these things. It's kind of cool. How about that? And we started laughing. And I don't know if he was half serious or not, but Paul said, yeah, let's call ourselves KISS. And we went, whoa, whoa, whoa. What did you say? And we just got it right away. Whatever happened naturally. There were no marketing companies. We didn't even know what that was. KISS, yeah, everybody on earth knows what that is. It's universal, the kiss of death, the kiss of life, and all that stuff. And so it just felt right. And then the other thing that we had to kind of get clear with is that we would wear more makeup and high heels than your mommy ever wore. Once we got over that hump, it was easy.
Well, this movie's going to be amazing to see you, and I know we only have a little bit less than 30 seconds to be exact, but we wish you luck, and a lot of people can't believe you're retiring.
I don't think he's retiring, is he?
Hey, guys, even more important and exciting for us is we're going back out on tour. Pandemic's almost over. Stay safe, get vaccinated, come to the shows. You'll see the finest show on the face of the planet that God allows human beings to have. And that's us.
The final countdown. Thank you so much for being with us.